여러분 안녕하십니까? 2026년 4월 12일 일요일 오전 2시 30분입니다. 강연 TV를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경 열왕기상 20장 9절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Wherefore he said unto the messengers of Ben-Hadad, Tell my lord the king, all that thou didst send for to thy servant at the first I will do, but this thing I may not do. And the messengers departed and brought him word again. And Ben-Hadad sent unto him and said, the gods do so unto me, and more also, if the dust of Samaria shall suffice for handfuls for all the people that follow me. And the king of Israel answered and said, Tell him, let not him that guard the saw on his harness boast himself as he that put the saw it off. And it came to pass when Ben-Hadad heard this message, as he was drinking, he and the king's son in the pavilion saw, that he said unto his servants, set yourselves in array, and they set themselves in array against the city. And behold, there came a prophet unto Ahab, king of Israel, saying, Thus says the Lord, hast thou seen all this great multitude? Behold, I will deliver it into thine hand this day, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. And Ahab said, By whom? And he said, Thus says the Lord, even by the young men of the princes of the provinces. Then he said, Who shall order the bottle? And he answered, Thou. Then he numbered the young men of the princes of the provinces, and they were 232. And after them he numbered all the people, even all the children of Israel, being 7,000. And they went out at noon, but Ben-Hadad was drinking himself a drink in the pavilion. He and the kings, the 32 kings, did help him. And the young men of the princes of the provinces went out first, and Ben-Hadad sent out, and they told him, saying, There are men come out of Samaria. And he said, whether they be come out for peace, take them alive, or whether they be come out for war, take them alive. So this young man of the princes of the provinces came out of the city, and the army which followed them. And they slew everyone his men, and the 3 ounces of bread, and Israel pursued them, and Ben-Hadad, the king of Syria, escaped on a horse with the horsemen. And the king of Israel went out and smote the horse, and carry also and slew the Syrians with a great slaughter. And the prophet to the king of Israel and said unto him, Go strengthen thy shepherd and mark and see what thou sit for at the return of the year the king of Syria will come up against thee. And the servants of the king of Syria said unto him, Their gods are gods of the hills, therefore we are stronger than we, but let us fight against them in the plain, and surely we shall be stronger than they. And to this thing, take the kings away, every man out of his place, and put captains in their rooms, and number the army like the army that has roast horse for horse and chariot for chariot, and we will fight against them in the plain, and surely we shall be stronger than they. And he hearkened unto their voice and did so. And they came to pass at the return of the year that Ben-Hadad numbered the 3 ounces and went up to back to fight against Israel. And the children of Israel, we are numbered, and we are all present, and went against them, and the children of Israel pitched before them like 2 little flocks of cattle, but the 3 ounces filled the country. And there came a man of God and spake unto the king of Israel, and said, Thus says the Lord, because the 3 ounces have said, The Lord is God of the hills, but he is not God of the valleys. Therefore will I deliver all this great multitude into thy hand, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. And they pitched one over against the other 7 days, and so it was that in the 7th day the battle was so in the end the children of Israel slew of the 3 ounces 100,000 footmen in 1 day. But the rest fled to back into the city, and there there were fell upon 20 and 7,000 of the men that were left, and Ben-Hadad fled and came into the city into an inner chamber. And his servants said unto him, Behold, now we have heard that the kings of the house of Israel are merciful kings. Let us, I pray thee, put shackles on our loins and ropes upon our heads, and go out to the king of Israel, for adventure he will save thy life. So they did shackles on their loins and put ropes on their heads, and came to the king of Israel and said, Thy servant Ben-Hadad says, I pray thee, let me live. And he said, Is he yet alive? He is my brother. Now the men did diligently observe whether anything would come from him, and did hastily catch it. And they said, Thy brother Ben-Hadad. Then he said, Go ye, bring him. Then Ben-Hadad came forth to him, and he caused him to come up into the chariot. And Ben-Hadad said unto him, The cities which my father took from thy father I will restore, and thou shalt make a street for thee in Damascus, as my father made in Samaria. Then said Ahab, I will send thee away with this covenant. So he made a covenant with him and sent him away. And a certain man of the sons of the prophets said unto his neighbor, in the word of the Lord, smite me, I pray thee. And the man refused to smite him. And then said he unto him, Because thou hast not obeyed the voice of the Lord, behold, as soon as thou art departed from me, a lion shall slay thee. And as soon as he was departed from him, a lion found him and slew him. Then he found another man and said, Smite me, I pray thee. And the man smote him, so that in smiting he wounded him. So the prophet departed and waited for the king by the way, and disgraced himself with ashes upon his face. And as the king passed by, he cried unto the king, and he said, Thy servant went out into the midst of the battle, and behold, a man turned aside and brought a man unto me, and said, Keep me this man, if by any means he be missing, then shall thy life be for his life, or else thou shalt pray a talent of silver. And as thy servant was body busy here and there he was gone, and the king of Israel said unto him, So shall thy judgment be, thy shelf hast beside it. And he hasted and took the ashes away from his face, and the king of Israel disconned him that he was of the prophets. And he said unto him, Thus says the Lord, because thou hast let go out of thy hand the man whom I appointed to utter destruction, therefore thy life shall go for his life, and thy people for his people. And the king of Israel went to his house heavy and displeased, and came to Samaria. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Israelite and Vineyard, which was in Israel, had by the place of Ahab, king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house, and I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worst of it in money. And Naboth said to Ahab, The Lord forbid it me, that I should give the inheritance of my father unto thee. And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased, because of the word which Naboth the Israelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed, and turned away his face, and would eat no bread. No bread. But Isabel, his wife, came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad, that thou eatest no bread? And he said unto her, Because I spake unto Naboth the Israelite, and said unto him, Give me thy vineyard for money, or else if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Isabel, his wife, said unto him, Dost thou now carbon the kingdom of Israel, rise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Israelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name, and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letter saying, proclaim peace, and set Naboth on high among the people. And said two men, sons of Belial, before him to be a witness against him, saying, thou didst blaspheme God and the king, and then carry him out and stone him that he may die. And the men of his city, even the elders and the nobles who were the inheritance in his city, did as Isabel had sent unto them, and as it was written in the letters which she had sent unto them. The proclaimed office and set Naboth on high among the people, and there came in two men, children of Belial, and said before him, and the man of Belial witnessed against him, even against Naboth, in the presence of the people, saying, Naboth did blaspheme God and the king. Then they carried him forth out of the city and stoned him with stones that he died. Then they sent to Isabel, saying, Nobody is stoned and is dead. And it came to pass when Isabel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Isabel said to Ahab, Arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth, the Israelite, which he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive but dead. And it came to pass when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth, the Israelite, to take possession of it. And the word of the Lord came to Eliah the Tishbite, saying, Arise, go down to meet Ahab, king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whither he is gone down to possess it. And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, This says the Lord, hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, This says the Lord, in the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick thy blood, even thine. And Ahab said to Eliah, Hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And he answered, I have found thee, because thou hast showed thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that misses against the wall, and him that is shut up and left in Israel, and will make in a house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasa, the son of Ahiah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger and made Israel to sin. And though Isabel also spake the Lord, saying, those share it Isabel by it wall of Israel. Him did the is of Ahab in the city, and those share it, and him did the is in the field share the poles of the air it. But there was none like unto Ahab, which did share himself to work wickedness in the sight of the Lord, whom Isabel, his wife, stirred up. And he did very abominably in following idols, according to all things as did the Amorites, whom the Lord cast out before the children of Israel. And it came to pass when Ahab heard those words that he rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his flesh and fasted and lay in sackcloth and went softly. And the word of the Lord came to Isaiah the Tishbite, saying, seest thou how Ahab humbles himself before me? Because he humbles himself before me, I will not bring the evil in his days, but in his son's days will I bring the evil upon his house. And they continued 3 years without war between Syria and Israel. And it came to pass in the third year that Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, came down to the king of Israel. And the king of Israel said unto his servants, know ye that Ramoth in Gilead is our, and we be still, and take it not out of the hand of the king of Syria. And he said unto Jehoshaphat, wilt thou go with me to Bethel, to Ramoth Gilead? And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Israel, I am as thou art, my people as thy people, my horses as thy horses. And Jehoshaphat said unto the king of Israel, inquire, I pray thee, at the word of the Lord today. Then the king of Israel gathered the prophets together, about 400 men, and said unto them, shall I go against Ramoth Gilead to Bethel, or shall I forbear? And they said, go up, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king. And Jehoshaphat said, is there are not here a prophet of the Lord beside us, that we might inquire of him? And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, there was yet one man, Micaiah, the son of Imra, by whom we may inquire of the Lord. But I hate him, for he does not prophesy good concerning me. But and Jehoshaphat said, let not the king say so. Then the king of Israel called an officer and said, he has done either Micaiah, the son of Imnah, and the king of Israel, and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, said each on his throne, having put on the lobes in it place in the entrance of the gate of Samaria, and all the prophesied before them, and say. She the Gia, the son of Anna, made him a horns of iron, and he said, "Thus says the Lord, with these short thou push the 3 ounces until thou have consumed them." And all the prophets prophesied, so saying, "Go over to Ramoth Gilead and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the king's hand." And the messengers that was gone to call Micaiah speak unto him, saying, "Behold, now the words of the prophets, the courier good unto the king with one mouth. Let thy word, I pray thee, be like the word of one of them, and speak that which is good." And Micaiah said, "As the Lord lives, what the Lord says unto me, that will I speak." The king said unto him, "Micaiah, shall we go against Ramoth Gilead to battle, or shall we forbear?" And he answered him, "Go and prosper, for the Lord shall deliver it into the hand of the king." And the king said unto him, "How many times shall I observe thee, that thou tell me nothing, but that which is true in the name of the Lord?" And he said, "I saw all Israel scattered upon the hills as sheep that have not a shepherd." And the Lord said, "These have no master. Let them return, every man to his house in peace." And and the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, "Did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil?" And he said, "Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left." And the Lord said, "Who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?" And one said, "On this manner," and another said, "On that manner." And there came forth a spirit and stood before Lord and said, "I will persuade him." And the Lord said unto him, "Where will you?" And he said, "I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets." And he said, "Thou shalt persuade him, and prevail also, go forth and do so." Now therefore, behold, the Lord has put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee. But Gia, the son of Ana, went near and smote Bigaya on the cheek and said, which we went to the spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee. And Micaiah said, behold, thou shalt see in that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. And the king of Israel said, take Micaiah and carry him back unto Ammon, the governor of the city, and to Joasa, the king's son. And they say the king put this fellow in the prison and feed him with bread of affliction and with water of affliction until I come in peace. And Micaiah said, if thou return or in peace, the Lord has not spoken by me. And he said, hearken, O people, everyone of you. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, went up to Ramoth Gilead. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself and enter into the battle, but put thou on thy robes. And the king of Israel disguised himself and went into the battle. But the king of Syria commanded his authority and to captains that he had rule over his carry also, saying, fight neither with small nor great, save only with the king of Israel. And it came to pass when the captain of the carriers saw Jehoshaphat that they said, surely it is the king of Israel. And they turned aside to fight against him, and Jehoshaphat cried out. And it came to pass when the captains of the Kyrios perceived that it was not the king of Israel, that they turned back from pursuing him. And a certain man threw a bow at a venture and smote the king of Israel between its wings of the harness. Wherefore he says unto the driver of his chariot, turn thine hand and carry me out of the host, for I am wounded. And the battle increased that day, and the king was stayed up in his chariot against the Syrians, and it at even, and the bird ran out of the wood into the midst of the chariot. And there went a proclamation throughout the host about the going down of the sun, saying, every man to his city, and every man to his own country. So the king died and was brought to Samaria, and they buried the king in Samaria. And one washed the chariot in the pool of Samaria, and the dogs licked up his body, and they washed his armor according to the word of the Lord which he spake on. Now the rest of the acts of Ahab and all that he did, and the Bori house which he made, and all the cities that he built, are they not written in the book about the chronicles about the kings of Israel? So Ahab was left with his brothers and Ahashia, his son listened in his studio. And Jehoshaphat, the son of Asa, began to reign over Judah in the 4th year of Ahab, king of Israel. Jehoshaphat was 35 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 25 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Suban, the daughter of Silhi. And he worked in all the ways of as his father. He turned not aside from it, doing that which was right in the eyes of the Lord. Nevertheless, the high priest we are not take away, for the people offered and burnt incense yet in the high places. And they also made peace with the king of Israel. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoshaphat and his might that he should and how he worked, they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah, and the remnant of the Sodomite which remained in the days of his father Asa. He took out of the land. There was then no king in Edom, or deputy was king. Jehoshaphat made ships of Tarshish to go to Obil for gold, but they went not, for the ships were broken at she on Gebel. Then said Ahaziah, the son of Ahab, unto Jehoshaphat, let my servants go with thy servants in the ship. So, but Jehoshaphat would not, and Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers, and was buried with his fathers in the city of David, his father, and Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead. Ahaziah, the son of Ahab, began to reign over Israel in Samaria the 17th year of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, and reigned the 2 years over Israel. And he did evil in the sight of the Lord, and worked in the way of his father, and in the way of his mother, and in the way of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin. For he served Baal and worshipped him, and provoked to anger the Lord God of Israel, according to all that his father had done. 열왕기상 22장 53절까지 읽어서 열왕기상을 모두 다 읽었습니다. 다음은 열왕기하입니다. 열왕기하 1장 1절부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Then Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab, and Ahaziah fell down through a little lattice in his upper chamber that was in Samaria, and was sick. And he sent messengers and said unto them, Go inquire of Baal Zebub, the God of Ekron, whether I shall recover of this disease. But the angel of the Lord said to Elijah, this battle arise, go to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria, and said unto them, is it not because there is not a God in Israel that ye go to inquire of Baal-zebub, the God of Ekron? Now, therefore, this says the Lord, thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone, but shall surely die. And Eliah departed. And when the messengers turned back unto him, he said unto them, why are ye not turned back? And they said unto him, there came a man up to meet us, and said unto us, go turn again unto the king that sent you, and say unto him, thus says the Lord, is it not because there is not a God in Israel that to send this to inquire of Baal-zebub, the God of Ekron? Therefore thou shalt not come down from that bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. And he said unto them, what manner of a man was he which came up to meet you and told you these words? And they answered him, he was an holy man, and girt with a girdle about his loins. And he said, it is Eliah the Tishbite. Then the king sent unto him a captain of 50 with his 50, and he went up to him, and behold, he sat on the top of on a hill, and he spake unto him, the man of God, the king has said, come down. And Eliah answered and said to the captain of 50, if I be a man of God, then let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from heaven and consumed him and his 50. Again also he sent unto him another captain of 50 with his 50, and he answered and said unto him, O man of God, has so. The king said, come down quickly. And Eliah answered and said unto them, if I be a man of God, let fire come down from heaven and consume thee and the 50. And the fire of God came down from heaven and consumed him and his 50. And he sent again a captain of the third 50 with his 50, and the captain of 50 went up and came and fell on his knees before Eliah, and besought him and said unto him, O man of God, I pray thee, let my life and the life of these 50 thy servants be precious in thy sight. Although there came fire down from heaven and burnt the two captains of the former 50s with the 50s, therefore let my life now be precious in thy sight. And the angel of the Lord said unto Eliah, go down with him, be not afraid of him. And he arose and went down with him unto to the king. And he said unto him, to say the Lord, for as much as thou hast sent messengers to inquire about Baal suburb, the God of Ekron, is it not because there was no God in Israel to inquire of his word? Therefore, thou shalt not come down up the bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt surely die. So he died according to the word of the Lord, which Eliah had spoken, and Jehoram reigned in his stead in the second year, or Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because he had no son. Now the rest of the acts of Ahaziah, which he did, they are not written in the book of the chronicles of the kings of Israel. 열왕기하 1장 18절까지 읽어봤습니다. 뒤에 2장부터는 다음 시간에 계속해서 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.